We'd like to welcome each and every individual to M&M Master and Monetize. Hi, my name is Mark Boersma, President of Synergy Solutions. I'll be your executive coach. Today's coaching session is compliments of wisdom from the Wizard. If you're not part of the Wizard's community, I'd encourage you to do that. There's 5 different options. The top option I wouldn't go with personally. I mean, if you want to, you can, but I wouldn't, okay? Go with that. But that option is $200,000 a month. Okay, so if you want to do it, go for it. I personally wouldn't, but maybe if you want to, go for it. The lowest level option is it's $20 a month, $200 a month, $2,000 a month, $20,000 a month, and $200,000 a month. Okay, so I would go ahead, because it's compliments, because you're going to find things in the Wizards community, like we're going to share in just a moment, that you won't find anywhere else on the planet. You can't find it in Google. You can't find it anywhere. If you care about people, which you probably don't, but if you did care about people, then you get other people in your life, even your young kids, to participate in that program. So sign them up. Again, not the $200,000 a month. I mean, if you want to, if your kids are worth $200,000 a month, then for sure, go sign them up for that. But, sign them up for whatever value you think they are, or maybe what they can afford, or maybe use this as a, training experience for them on how they have to do some work, some chores around the house, or they have to help you in some way to go ahead and make their $20 a month, so they get something, maybe first time in their life, that they had to work for. Anyways, I would do that. It's thewizardslife.com, I think. Thewizardslife.com. And then just go into, you just look in the Wizards community, you do that. All right, so you've never heard this conversation before. Does anybody know why other than me being the Wizard's best friend, does anybody know why none of you will understand this conversation, but I will? I would think that Mark Reynolds and Rosanna understand this, but maybe not.
You're an expert in this conversation.
Thank you. Yep, that's exactly. I am an expert. You guys are not an expert. I get that. You guys will become experts very quickly. Okay, use this often. So Rosanna was a minute late, and she's just pathetic. Jorge was 2 minutes late, and man, he's doing good. Mark Reynolds was 3 minutes late, and hello, how awesome is he? He's spectacular. All right, so Rosanna, she's pathetic for being a minute late because she's an awesome woman. It's official. You might think, well, Mark, all women are awesome. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to go to the awesome women, which I'd recommend you do. And if you're a male, get all the women in your life to go to awesome women, because I'm telling you, awesome women, they're never late. They're machines. They're absolute machines. So, Avalinda and Teresa were on time, obviously, because they're awesome women too. So that's when people are awesome, you have a higher expectation. We're not expecting Jorge or Mark to be awesome. They're men. Of course, men aren't awesome. There's no group awesome men out there. So they're not awesome. They're just men. So when you expect like a man, oh, he's going to be late because he's not awesome. So anyone know why, Jorge is, wow, he's a minute late. Or 2 minutes late. He's amazing. Anybody know that? Why we're so, cool with Jorge? The reason is he's Latino, okay? And so if you're familiar with Latino, a little bit more laid back. And so being 2 minutes late, that's 10 minutes early. That's crazy. Wow. Plus he's a man, okay? Now, Mark Reynolds, he's 3 minutes late, and I just want to I want to have so much reverence for him. 3 minutes late, that is so amazing. Why is that so amazing for Mark Reynolds?
Because it's amazing that Mark showed up at all.
No. Oh, right, because he's a white male over 50, and they're busy and very important. And so if a white male over 50, if you ever get in their presence, just be in awe. Just wow. Wow, That's amazing. Like, Ski's not here. Ski's not here, so why isn't he here? And probably nobody's going to call Ski out on it. Why? Because he's a white male over 50. And if you're not a white male over 50 and you just have a white male over 50 in your presence, you just ought to be thankful because, wow, they're just amazing people. It's not because nobody cares about white males over 50, and so nobody's going to hold them accountable. It's not that at all. Like, that's not it at all. Okay, good lesson, free lesson for those that aren't part of the Wizards, community. So again, thewizardslife.com, and then go down here, click here for Wizards Community, and then join that community, and then get other people to do it as well. They'll have a lot of fun. It'll be a really good time. Okay, Teresa, you're our host for this group. So is Art working, Teresa? What Teresa's saying, what Teresa's saying, because she's an awesome woman, okay, is she's saying, yes. Are you kidding, Mark? Like, it's amazing. Like, we are so clear on what it takes to take to work, So there's 3 things, Mark, that it takes to work. And so number one of them is not being on time, because we already know, women are always on time, okay? Latinos, they're going to be late, but if they're 2 minutes, it's okay, that's awesome. And white males, if they even show up, we all have to be thankful for them. Okay. So that's not one of them. So what she's saying is there's 3 things. One is you all have to care about each other. Will that be hard for you? There's only one group that's going to be hard for. One of the 3 groups we discussed today. Which of the 3 groups is it going to be hard to care? Because they don't care at all for anybody other than themselves and money.
Well, that would be the white males over 50.
The white males over 50. So Mark Reynolds is going to be the only one, well, myself too, of course, that's going to be, like, we don't care about anybody other than ourselves and money. So matter of fact, it's so prevalent in that community, that group, that nobody even tries. They've just given up on the white male over 50 and say that's just who they are. That's just who they are. They don't care about anybody other than themselves and making money. So we don't even care if that. But the other 2 groups, okay, and you can include black or Hispanic or Indian or Chinese, anybody, like, Latino for sure and women for sure. They're the most caring of all people on the planet. So that's going to be easy. So how do we show we care for one another?
By connecting with our beliefs.
Okay. I think what they all said was you take 10 minutes out of 10,080 minutes. Okay, we're going to try it again. 10 minutes out of 10,080 minutes. That's what you do with your 2 art buddies. So that's number 1 requirement. You all care for one another. There should be some type of response on this. 10 minutes out of 10,080 minutes. That's what the expectation is. Okay, you guys aren't very good at this. I'm going to try. I don't really care about drama. Is fine. Okay, you could go ahead and go 10 minutes, Mark. Do you not understand how busy I am? Like, I'm a mom. Like, I'm a wife. I have kids. Like, 10 minutes? Like, 10 minutes? Like, how do you expect us to do 10 minutes out of 10,080? That only gives me 10,070 minutes left in a week. What do you expect me to do? Like, you could have that kind of drama if you wanted to. I'm fine with that. Trust me, I've heard that. Or you could have another type of drama, like, really, Mark? Like, that's all we have to do? Like, 10 minutes? Like, really? Like, that's nothing. That's not my caring. Shoot, I can give an hour or 2. I mean, 60 minutes, I still have 10,020 minutes left. Like, I got an abundance. Like, I don't care what kind of drama you guys have, but you got to have some drama. So I got to teach you all drama. Why is it that most of the group struggles with having drama?
Because
we're still learning how to use drama in the right way.
No, it's because you're women, and women have no drama. Like Jorge knows that, Mark Reynolds knows that, I know that, like hello, like they're women, it's impossible to get them to have any drama. It's like I try all the time with my wife and then my 4 daughters and even my 3 granddaughters, there's no drama at all. I'm like, why don't women have drama? So most of you just aren't good at it. You're just not. And I get that. It's okay. In the Wizards community, we'll teach you how to have drama because drama sells. If you want to make money, M&M, Master and Monetize, or it could be Money and Me, or it could be Money and Mark. I mean, it could be Mark's Money, Mark. It could be any of those. M&M is just like amazing. M cubed, it's like, or squared. So the number one thing is you guys got to care. You got to care for one another. Number 2 is there's got to be a mass email to the group. So somebody's got to go ahead and send out a group email that has significance that all of you will, benefit from. Number 3 is you have to have an art ripple. An art ripple is where Teresa only sends it to Avalinda and Jorge. Only sends it to those 2. And then Avalinda, but you do a reply all. So Teresa sends it to Avalinda and Jorge. They do a reply all. Avalinda will send it to Jill and Rosanna. Jill will send it to Mark Reynolds. Jorge will send it to Katrina and Elise. Katrina will send it to Emily. Elise will send it to, Ski. And then you guys include the wizard on everything, roll 30. And then you see how fast your art ripple works, or if it works at all. Now, is anybody going to go ahead and cover for Jorge if he drops the ball?
I can.
I'm sorry. Can anybody go ahead and cover for Jorge?
I will.
Okay. Will anybody cover for Jorge?
Yes.
Excellent. Is that a kind, caring thing for Rosanna to do for Jorge?
yes.
Depends how you look at it.
What does this mean, Teresa? That seems like a quantum thought that you just had, a quantum thought that Teresa, man, am I glad she's host. Now we know why she's host, because she's a quantum thinker. Like, depends. I thought it was supposed to be just a yes or no. What do you mean by depends, Teresa?
Well, it helps him, like, if he's stuck, and it moves things along to help other people further into the ripple. So it is caring in that way, but then if you cover for him, then he won't learn how to do it. And get
I'm
stronger.
in awe. Like, that sounds like business sense from everyday moms. Like, did you learn that in college, Teresa? Did you learn that from some amazing male mentor that you've had? Or did you learn that in being a mom of a daughter?
I think just life and
I think it's mom of a daughter,
you mentioned.
honestly.
Yes.
I think it's mom of a
that
daughter.
Too.
Yeah, mostly that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly I would say 80 to 90% of that, because if you go ahead and over care, for your daughter, that doesn't work out so well for you, does it, Teresa?
No.
No. And I'm sure your loving husband bails you out if you go ahead and create an entitled daughter. Like, I'm
We're
sure.
both working on it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and I don't know the dynamics of that. Typically, there's one nice parent and there's one, not so nice parent. Obviously, prejudice is wrong. It's just wrong. So we won't say the woman is the nice parent and the dad, the mom is the nice parent, the dad is not, because that would be just totally wrong. Like, I know it wasn't in our house. Like, that was not
Or it's
Roseanne.
switched. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So okay, so if you're switched, that's cool. That's important to know. That's good. So it's complicated, right? Like as a parent, when are you creating an entitled brat, that's not going to go ahead and be an attractive, like Jorge? If any of you know, okay, if any of you know any eligible late 20s, I don't know what to say. I haven't met the boyfriend yet, so Jorge has this, oh my gracious, she is beautiful. Like, she is beautiful. Oh my gracious, she is such an attractive young woman. I mean, not only physically, but she's attractive, like, inside. Like, she's a hardworking, amazing, smart, caring, like, and there's just not a lot of men out there, of her caliber. She is dating someone. I can't wait to meet him. She's going to introduce me to him. And so any of you that have younger daughters, I would definitely become part of the Wizards community for sure. Get your daughters registered for it as well. I'm telling you, you can't do it too soon. And then what you want to do is get tons of young men, tons of young men, your young daughter's age, involved in the Wizards community. Because right now there seems to be a dearth, a drought of young men. Jorge, are you agreeing with me? Like, they don't build men like you and me. Would you agree with that, Jorge?
Yes.
Yeah. Mark Reynolds, would you agree with that may be your number one concern, even higher than BWWN, Business Working Without Me? Would you say, Mark Reynolds, that you are terrified that there's two men on the planet that are going to go ahead and, be good husbands for your daughters?
I'm terrified there are two, or I'm terrified that there aren't even two?
That there aren't even two. Yeah. And so Jorge and myself are going to go ahead and be on a hunt. Your daughters are how old?
7 and 10.
7 and 10. So we want to get it in that range, okay? That's a good thing. Get it in that range. So between the ages of 5 and 12 probably is what we're looking for men. And Mark Reynolds is going to introduce them to Jorge and Mark Boersma, and we are going to help to craft those men, because those two little girls, those two young ladies, let me tell you, when I saw the video of them knocking off ducks, like, wow, they're going to be a handful for a man. And honestly, they better be even higher, caliber than me. Like, I don't know if my wife, my
grandsons in that age group.
Yes. And Mark's going to be out in Maryland, and we've got Emily's got 2 sons too. Yes, okay. And Jorge's going to be out in Maryland too. Like, that's going to be Jorge and I and Mark Reynolds are going to have, we're going to go ahead and start working. So there's going to be 4 young men out in that we're going to be going after and developing for Mark Reynolds, 2 daughters. Yep. And we're going to go ahead. Yep, we're going to expand that. Okay. So the third is the Art Ripple. And so, again, this is complicated. Like, would Rosanna or any of you help, Mark Reynolds and I? No, because Mark Reynolds and I haven't studied the Latino culture and Latino men. Like, they are seducers, they're dancers. Like, man, they know how to get women to, wow. So Mark Reynolds and I are going to study Jorge out in Annapolis to see how we can go ahead and figure out how as white males to go ahead and get people to do things for us. Now, Ski, he has studied, and he's pretty good at it. So he's really a Latino man at heart. Okay. Teresa, anything else that you would like to accomplish?
I was wondering how I could better or differently leverage things in my current state.
Get this video, get this video, get registered for the Wizards community, get other people to do it, get this video and leverage this video, get it to where, like, I can just enjoy my grandchildren. And I am doing a little discipline, Grandpa's Magic Couch, but it's actually fun. It's not even hard work because I don't have to do it every day. And so what you want to do is you check with Katrina and check with Ginger Ann on how I train them to be the most awesome moms on the planet, and how they take care of most everything. Like, I'm not providing financially for my grandkids. And so what you want is you want Avalinda and Jorge to be like my two daughters are. And so they take care of the daily maintenance to Jill, Rosanna, Katrina, and Elise. And so they do all of that hard work, the exhausting work, and then you can be like a grandparent. Let me tell you, Teresa, being a grandparent's like the most amazing thing as long as you have good kids. Like, if Ginger Ann wasn't the amazing mom she is, and if Katrina wasn't the amazing mom she is, my life would be so miserable, it's unbelievable. And so you get other people to go ahead and be responsible adults. And let me tell you, the hardest people on the planet to be responsible adults are going to be adults. Kids are more responsible, than adults are. I'm telling you. They learn more, they grow more, they care more, they're more generous, they're more kind, they're more thankful. It's insane. Adults are like impossible. Does that help, Teresa?
It does. Yeah.
Okay. Avalinda, what would you like to accomplish?
Well, before I hop off here real quick, I made a list of ways that I could make money in M&M. And I think the first one is learning the way to think more about making money, and I'm studying pitch and tone to learn how to do more than just script what I'm doing, and learning to care for people.
Nice. I woke up this morning with the model in my head.
What was the model?
Well, I'd have to show it to you, but it's taking the leverage model, the engineer clarity model, and the internalization model, and enhancing all of those for the monetization model. And I had a dream last night, and it came to me in my dream.
Cool. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Are you going to manage up and out to Jill and Rosanna and Teresa?
About my list?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
And then Teresa, so you always manage up and out too, your two buddies and your art mentor and maybe the host. I don't know. We'll see on that. And then Teresa makes a determination if it should be, art rippled out. She gets one a week, maybe more, depends on how the group wants to do it. Because Mark Reynolds, he wants to make money on what, Mark Reynolds?
Everything.
Okay, that's even a better answer. Well, it is better. What specifically are you looking to make money on?
Well, the opportunity zones and maybe the psychology of real estate.
So the psychology of real estate, is a big one. Jorge, what would you like to accomplish?
Well, getting ready for Annapolis, and then
and Japan.
Well, definitely Japan is already there. Then,
and you got to get ready for both of them. And so you've been asked to speak as a professional speaker, in Annapolis. Did you know that?
No.
So if you watch, the Wizards community, if you're part of that, listen carefully to the Wizard. The Wizard will tell you things. And then, it'd be cool if are you going to be talking in Japan at all?
Not that I know.
Isn't that weird, everybody? No?
What's weird about it?
That Jorge's going to go to Japan and not talk. Like, is he going to sign language or?
Oh.
Okay.
So Jorge's been asked to Annapolis to speak and to speak in Japan as well.
Okay.
Because of the interview that you did, a month or so ago on, partnering with CPAs, that opened up worldwide. You're going to be an international speaker and author.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. Anything else you have, Jorge?
No, just getting my ducks in a row.
Did you see Mark Reynolds' video from his daughters?
Awesome.
Right? Like, I'm telling you, you could put some subject lines around that, topics, headers around that would be just absolutely amazing. Love it. Katrina, what would you like to accomplish?
I think I'm good today.
Rosanna, what would you like to accomplish?
I'm sent out an email to the whole group. Thought I understood that we were supposed to come up with the psychology of whatever our passion was. So I didn't see any from other people, so I was just curious what happened there. That was an assignment from last week.
People are sloppy, lazy, undisciplined, and pathetic. That's what happened.
And then the second thing would be thoughts on what was presented. Was that what was going for, or was it something?
You're an awesome woman. Awesome women know these things. They don't need any affirmations. They don't need any. They just look at what they do and they're like, "Oh, I was awesome." So, yeah, because you're an awesome woman, you don't need any affirmation. You don't need anything. Man, Mark, don't you wish you were an awesome woman?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Mark, what would you like to accomplish today, Mark?
More about Jorge's Japan trip.
He had to jump off, so connect with him. He's going for 4 weeks.
Oh.
Half of it's business, half of it's pleasure. It's the halfway through, so mid-October through mid-November. Okay. So
Not something that you're organizing.
Yeah.
Is there an event in Japan analogous to the event in Annapolis?
Yeah.
Oh, how did I not hear about that until now?
There's a lot going on, Mark.
Yeah.
Would you go?
Probably not at that time. If it were a little later in the year. Maggie usually goes to Japan for a week or so in December.
I think that's when the event's going to be, actually.
Okay.
What a coincidence. like
It just changed by a month, Mark. I doubt that it is.
I mean, like Jorge is a prep for the event in December.
I got it.
You know, January, you know, they're looking at getting me out to Hong Kong.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
And what's my single criteria? I mean, they want me to go out there to go ahead and help, you know, single moms get out of, prostitution. Is that going to get me out there, Mark?
No, because there's no money for you in that.
Right. And I'm a white male, and I'm only interested in money, of course. So, I'm putting it out to people, but people, people aren't responding so well. So, Roseanne and I have never been to Japan. That would be so awesome to go to Japan. So, Alan and I went to Louisiana, and there was nobody that showed up other than our family and the one host, and he brought 2 of his employees. And Alan and I, that was the best mastermind seminar we ever had because our families could take care of ourselves. And so we just enjoyed that. And so Alan and Nancy might go to Japan.
Well, it's not inconceivable I would join you in Japan.
So yeah. So there is one plan. We just don't have a date for it yet. So, December is as good as any time. Are you talking this year, Mark, or another year? I don't know. Like, what do you think I am, the wizard? Like, I don't know what year it's coming up. Questions, Mark?
Please include me on whatever email is going around about this topic.
Okay.
And of course, Maggie is minimally capable of communicating in Japanese.
Okay. Good to know. Are you driving or flying? Are you flying out to Annapolis or driving?
I haven't thought about it yet.
Okay. So didn't know if you could bring one of your father-in-law's paintings.
Yeah, well, if we're driving, we could.
Okay. So
rolled
go
up
ahead.
On a plane.
Yeah. So, and I don't know if, your wife and kids are coming out or if your father-in-law and mother-in-law could come out. I don't know, but
My father-in-law will not be there.
Okay.
They don't like traveling that much anymore.
Sure. But for art, like, it's funny because Ken Bucci's nephew, who's 27, looking to become a CPA, he said that there was something wrong with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And he said there was something wrong about the grandpa in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Did you notice that, Mark Reynolds? Because I didn't, but he did. Any ideas what was wrong?
I have no idea.
I didn't either. He was sick for years and in his bed, and then all of a sudden when Charlie went ahead and
ticket, he has a recovery.
He has a recovery, and I told Ken Bucci's nephew, well, no, you don't understand the psychology of the brain. You don't understand. Like, I could see that. And so grandparents that, you know, I mean, you have a double there. You have grandkids and you have his art, you know, not A-R-R-T, but A-R-T. You have his art, so he might actually be interested. I don't know. I don't know. But I've learned never underestimate what a grandchild can get a grandparent to do that the parents cannot get, their own kids cannot get. I'm going after leverage. Like, that's what I told Jorge with his daughter, because his daughter's able to get Jorge to do things that his wife and I can't get him to do, so we're going for his daughter. I'm really going, to help his daughter. Like, people think that I'm doing it because I care about people. That's strange. Anyways, I want her to get married so she can get married, have grandkids, because once I gain access to the grandkids, then Jorge is going to make a lot more money, which will make a lot more money for me.
I would call that a long-term plan.
She's 26, 27.
Yeah.
So
any plan that's going to take more than 3 or 4 years to implement, in my opinion, is a long-term plan.
Yeah, the Boersma family.
Yeah.
We have a reputation. When we find the right one, we move quickly. Then we go ahead and start having babies fast. I'm thinking it should take 3 months to go ahead and find the right person, 3 months to get married. So that's 15 months. 15 months, wedding night, get pregnant. So it's 15 months, I think, before Jorge could have grandkids. We're gonna go offline here in just a moment. But before we do, if you're looking at partnering with CPAs, let me tell you, you want to partner with Life Masteries Institute. So they had an accountant who's soon to become a CPA attend a coffee connection, and within a week he was on Action Vision, and word came back yesterday that within 5 weeks of him engaging, he increased his income by 340% and reduced his number of hours he's working by 73%. And so, I've been doing Action Vision for a long time. I've never seen that kind of results before. The combination of everything is insane. If you have any questions on anything we covered today, connect with the individual who invited you to participate, or you can call toll-free 888-230-2300. That's 888-230-2300. Or if you're calling outside the U.S., you can call the U.S.-based number at 630-393-9909. That's 630-393-9909. And always remember, we can accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. God bless. Have a great day. Bye.